This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What is happening for you in July? We're already in July, so you might already know. But I'm going to use my Moonology deck. This is Oracle. And I'm also going to use my Shamanic Healing deck. I've been tapping into them a lot this month so far. So, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What is happening for you this month? I keep seeing you are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. Could be dealing with a Virgo. Feel like you've had to deal with a lot of compromise. You don't speak up for yourself. You like to go with the flow, but sometimes that gets you in trouble. What am I saying? Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. You need to focus on saving your money, and you also need to focus on boundaries, but more so with stability. Boundaries is such a broad word, but what I'm thinking is you need to focus on your spending, how much you spend on others, time, money, energy. I feel like you have a lot of authority, but you don't demonstrate it because of how much you give. You know, people who are overzealous with how much they give are seen in such a beautiful light. Like, people notice how much they give, but there comes a point when you give so much of your money, your time, and everything that, you know, it feels very disposable. And that sounds so bad, but it's true. New moon in Capricorn, your hard work is paying off. Notice that the little things that you do here and there for other people out of your good nature, out of the love that you have, is good enough. And you just have to have patience. It's almost like depositing money. My partner has like this huge thing where every time he gets change of coins, he puts it in there. And, you know, after a year, we would go and grab the rollers and we would spend time putting all the coins, matching them in these rollers. And at the end of the day, it's organized. You know how much you have. And you know, it might have taken a year, but it's about $100 in savings. And I remember, you know, as a service worker, I would get change every day, so much of it, and it would get lost. And that's $100 over a year that I didn't have to spend. Even though it's not a lot of money, it's 2 tanks of gas, or like 1 tank right now because gas is terrible. But, you know, all in all, what I mean by your hard work is paying off is if you see your energy expenditure, your money, everything, if you make everything intentional and you're like, this could be of use later, like your time and your energy, like me doing this video, I'm going to spend some time doing this because I know in a couple of weeks, like, I'm not going to do it for another couple of weeks. So I'm going to invest right now, and I'm not going to put my time into it every single day because of followers. I'm going to do it when I'm the most lively, when I'm summer, when I'm me, when I'm ready for it. And so your hard work is paying off. Always go to your authenticity and always try to see how you can be better in that moment. How can you be your best self? Is it restricting yourself from giving so much is what I'm getting. Is it leniency? I feel like there's some leniency that you might be diving into. Maybe because you feel some ounces of insecurity or just not worthy, but definitely don't let that get to you because you have a very, very strong authority inside of you where you can lead other people. And I feel like it's coming up very soon. The Capricorn full moon is coming up, and you got the new moon in Capricorn. So I think this one is going to be very big for you. We have oh my God. So we have new moon in Capricorn and full moon in Capricorn. This is amazing. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Like I said, your hard work is paying off. People are seeing you. You're seeing yourself. Something's going to come through. And I feel like it's just going to wipe it away. Like, it feels like you see a dirt stain. You get a magic eraser. Bye-bye. It's gone. Magic eraser. Both in Capricorn. Capricorn is about security, longevity, loyalty, firmness. It's a very father energy, a very masculine energy. They're very true to themselves. They're true to other people. They don't beat around the bush. They're very strong and straightforward. And this is a very beautiful energy. Sorry. It's a very beautiful energy. Let's get another one. One more for Aquarius. We have communication is key, new moon, and Gemini. I think after you do this, I think you're going through this catalytic moment with security, stability, finances, or just standing up for yourself and not like, I feel like not giving away your power to other people. I feel like maybe there's this empathy that you wish that you had, and maybe you don't honor your own empathy. You like think it's a weakness in a way. And so through that, you give it away because you don't know how empathy is as an exchange, which it's not an exchange. It's just natural. And so it's almost like you have this empathetic nature that you don't know how to measure. And that's what this whole new moon is about. It's like, hey, it's not something you measure. And so it's going to come to you. You're going to learn how to do that. And then communication is key. It comes through your communication. So I think when you find out how to stand up for yourself and tell you how much you're willing to give, and you're able to not bring so much empathy into your words, so much meaning and emotion, and you're just able to kind of be like, hey, I see you, this is it, and this is how I don't want it. Like, that energy is going to actually shift your life tremendously. Communication is key. I do think that you're going to go through some sabotage right after this. I think you're going to feel hurt by yourself, and you're going to feel hurt by other people and their response and their reactivity to the way that you decide to communicate. But I think that you're going through a trial and error. I don't think everything is going to be wiped away right now, but I definitely think that you're going to have some people who wash away and some new people that come in. I feel like you're about to go through this wave of trial and error to find out what kind of communication is for me, and also what kind of communication is my shadow side. So I think you're going through this trial and error phase over this next month. I do feel a couple of arguments coming up. I don't want to make this negative. We have perception, could be dealing with a Virgo. This is about duality. I just told Virgo, it's like, hey, if you want to give 80%, when a situation approaches, give 80% of what is this going to do for me and help me in my progression. And you see the 20% you left for somebody else is actually going to help them blossom, because it gives them a sense of independence and individuality, just like you desire. When you give yourself that much, you desire to keep your independence. And so this is about, let's maintain freedom while still being connected. And you actually become more connected because you feel more freedom with this person. And I feel that this communication style is not going to make someone feel bound or responsible for your downfall. I'm speaking to somebody specific, I feel. But this perception that you're going to be changing your perception, because when you start changing the words that you use, like for instance, I use the word honor, I use compatibility, I use deserve. What else? I use the word incessant a lot. I can have a whole list. But if you write down like a list of all the words that you use and you just change them to something more positive, now you're more aware. Like every time I use incessant, I can just say abundant, endlessness, amount. I can say that, and it has a different emotion when I say it. So if I practice shifting these words, you practice shifting everything in your life. You project so much difference of emotion. And so I feel like you're going to change your life by the way that you communicate. But I think it's more going from empathy to authority, but you're able to like bring that empathy in. It won't be like, you won't succumb to it. It's helping you rise, if that makes sense. I also say if that makes sense a lot. Honoring, I just said honor. Honoring your energy. I think that you've let someone kind of trample all over you, and they don't see your value. They don't see where you can lead, and it's your time to show them where you can lead. It looks like with money. And that might be frustrating, because if you're not good with money, that might be a battle. That might be the argument that you have. You're like, hey, I think I know what I'm doing. And this other person is like, wait, you don't know what you're doing because you haven't showed me that in the past. And so you've got to figure out a way to communicate with this person about how you do know what you're doing with money or security, longevity. But this is definitely about honoring your energy and standing firm to what you have to say. We have the number 9 and the number 15. One more card for Aquarius. Joy, 42. I see a lot of hope here. I see, even if there is some tiffs with, you know, whether it's work and you're like, I need a promotion, or it's a relationship, or it's friendships, or, you know, whatever it is, I do see the outcome being so beautiful. You know, I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sixes are about choices. Hold on. So we have 6 flowers here. Sixes are about choices and harmony. Sixes are about, I know that no matter how obligated I am to this person, this situation, this job, this experience, I have a choice to release myself. So the sixes are about choice. And at the end of the day, it's about harmony. And so we have 2 birds flying up together to eat out of these. And so I see a large amount of optimism moving forward. You might have some tiffs, but I think that you guys are going to work through this together, whether it's work, relationship, whatever. As long as you make sure that your communication is not over-dominating and condescending. You have to make sure that empathy is constantly, like I said, 80-20. I'm here, you meet me here, and I always maintain this active listening, this ebb and flow. Ebb and flow, like empathy and ebb and flow, to me, means so much of the same. So I have an issue with my emotion, but like for me, if I am able to listen to someone and not take everything as a meaning, but just allow ebb and flow, like, okay, you said that, and this is naturally what I would respond to. And they like keep it balanced and light and airy and flowy, then conflict is easy to get through. But if someone says something and you try to meet them halfway, you're kind of always going to have this really thick brick wall. And so I think that's what you're about to come up to. You're not trying to meet someone halfway. You need to make sure that you are truly authentic and that you just maintain this ebb and flow. So someone can come in, they can come through, they can speak, you will listen, but ultimately you decide how much you listen and you maintain your firmness. And I think that this is going to give you a lot of joy. I think you'll be surprised at how much this person loves that about you. They've been trying to seek that within you. They're like, oh my God, you just stood up. I love that. And they want more. They want to listen to you. They want to be led by you. I feel like this is a divine masculine reading. I feel like this is for the masculine. So this person that you're dealing with wants to look up to you. You just have to show them where you can lead. I don't think you know where you can lead. Find it. That is what this month's reading is for you. Love you, Aquarius. Bye.